Amina had always been enchanted by the world of fashion. As a little girl, she would sit on her mother's lap in the sewing studio, watching in awe as the needle danced through fabric, transforming mere cloth into stunning dresses. Her mother, Fatima, was a gifted designer who, despite their modest means, poured every ounce of love and effort into raising Amina. Seeing her daughter's passion, Fatima worked tirelessly to provide her with the best sewing equipment, even if it meant making sacrifices. She wanted Amina to have a future brighter than hers. Amina would spend hours sketching designs and creating miniature dresses for her dolls, dreaming of the day she would make real ones for the world to see. At 21, Amina's dream seemed to come true when she was offered a job at Laura Couture, a prestigious fashion house owned by the renowned designer Madame Laura. The older woman was a legend in the industry, known for her extravagant fashion shows and stunning collections. Amina was beyond excited. She believed this was her big break. However, the glamorous world of Laura Couture was nothing like she had imagined. Madame Laura was not the icon Amina had once admired. She was ruthless, selfish, and cruel. She ran her company like a dictatorship, overworking her designers without ever giving them credit. Their ideas, their sketches, their hard work, everything was claimed as her own. Amina quickly realized that the fashion house was built on stolen creativity. Employees lived in fear of Madame Laura's wrath. She would humiliate and fire anyone who dared to challenge her. No matter how brilliant their designs were, she never acknowledged their efforts. Despite the toxic environment, Amina refused to let her dreams fade. She worked harder than ever, determined to learn as much as possible. But every time she poured her soul into a design, Madame Laura would snatch it away and present it as her own, basking in the applause while Amina and her colleagues stood in the shadows. One night, as Amina worked late, she stumbled upon a locked drawer in Madame Laura's office. Curiosity got the best of her, and she carefully picked the lock. Inside, she found a file filled with stolen designs, each labeled with the real designer's name before being crossed out and replaced with Laura Couture. Fury burned inside her. She knew she couldn't let this continue. With the help of her colleagues, Amina devised a plan. The next time Madame Laura prepared to unveil a new collection, Amina secretly recorded the entire process, the team creating the designs, stitching the pieces, and Madame Laura taking credit for everything. On the night of the grand fashion show, as Madame Laura stood before an elite audience, ready to receive praise, Amina and her team uploaded the video online, exposing the truth. The fashion world erupted in shock. The media swarmed, demanding answers. The fallout was swift. Madame Laura's empire crumbled under the weight of her deception, and designers, who had been silenced for years, finally spoke out. With her reputation ruined, she had no choice but to step down. As for Amina, she became an overnight sensation. Her talent, once buried under Madame Laura's greed, was now recognized worldwide. Designers who had suffered under Madame Laura's reign came together to start a new fashion house, one built on honesty, respect, and creativity. With her mother by her side, Amina finally launched her own brand, Fatima's Threads, honoring the woman who had nurtured her dreams. And this time, every designer under her roof received the recognition they deserved. Because true fashion isn't just about the fabric, it's about the heart that stitches it together.